Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by again. I'm in a little bit of the middle of a crisis because we're getting the car ready and also packing up tools and everything to go to Slush Motorsport Festival tomorrow. But I want to do this now because I want to get the car tuned as quickly as possible. So I'm going to just jump straight into it. I'm super excited to announce that we are working with RKtunes for this year. Shot Jordan some emails back and forth, and we decided we're going to he's going to tune the car for me, and hopefully we can get some, like, a little bit more power out of the car before we end up LS swapping it at the end of the year. But that being said, I figured I'd do a little bit of a guide just because there's not a hell of a lot of E46 tuning guides. It is pretty straightforward and simple, but I figured I'd show you guys what the process looks like. So that way you guys can know and go buy a tune from him and get your stuff set up and running better, faster, smoother, louder, whatever you want to do. So let's jump into that and we'll get going. Okay, so we're sitting in the car. Now, mind you guys, I've never done this before, so I'm giving you guys like a real first time experience going through RKtunes. That way you guys can see that it's not as crazy or complicated as you would think it would be. So we're gonna open up a laptop. You do need a Windows laptop or tablet to get this done. All of the software is run on Windows. But essentially what you're going to do is you're going to head to RKtunes.com. You're going to pay for your tuning package. You will need a cable. You can find tuning cables. If you buy them through his website or elsewhere, you already have one. You will need one of those, so that way you can read and then flash a tune. But if you guys want to follow my cursor here and see what I'm doing, once you download the file that Jordan sends you, you guys are going to see a README first. Read this. You do have to unzip the whole folder. I just put it on my desktop because it makes it a lot easier to find, and this laptop is specifically for tuning stuff, so it makes it a little bit easier for me. Pretty straightforward. Once you've run the FTDI application, which I've already done to download all the drivers, we're going to connect the cable to the car. So, cable. Flip down your OBD2 port. We are going to plug the cable. Then we're going to take our key and we're going to go to the on position. Now we're going to go ahead and open the RKtunes software. Now, according to the instructions, it should ask if we want to set the latency to the cable for 1. Should check cable latency and ask if you want to set to 1. If not, it should show latency 1. So we need to find that really quick. I'm not seeing it, so we need to go to device manager. And we're going to manually make sure that it is set to latency 1. Okay, so I had to do some digging really quick through my device manager settings. It's been a while since I did anything like technical like this, but essentially what you're going to do, go to your device manager if you don't see that the latency is set to 1 and you're not asked if it is. If you are asked if you want to set it to 1, just say yes, but I was not asked that, so I've gone to my USB serial port properties, go to advanced, and then we just want to set the latency timer to 1. Pretty simple, straightforward, to the point, nothing crazy. That's all it says right here. When you open the program, it should check cable latency and ask if you want to set latency to 1. If it asks, click yes. If not, it should show latency 1. If it does not show it as 1, do not try flashing. Set the cable latency to 1 under device manager if it's not shown as 1. So that would be through your USB serial port. We got that done, so we're good to go now. We'll go ahead and hit OK. Bada bing, bada boom. We're all set there. So I'm going to go ahead and close my device manager. Turn it back off. Close the software just to be safe. Turn it back on. And then I'm going to go ahead and run the software again. Cable connected. Good to go there. So now, what we're going to go ahead and do, follow along on the instructions. Again, I've never done this before. We're going to click identify. It's going to identify the ECU as MS42. This is 200323. We're going to copy and paste all of those and get those to Jordan. All right, so we've copied and pasted the ECU version, the VIN, and the firmware that's on the ECU and put it into our email for Jordan. Next step, as you'll see right here, you'll also want to, under read, click read tune. It's going to download a file and we're going to send that to him as well. So we're just going to go read tune. It's going to identify the ECU again. It's going to successfully do it, and now it's just reading the tune that's on the ECU right now from factory, and it should spit out this file for us. It's going pretty quick. Now we have the file. You'll see it has my VIN number, the ECU version, and then the firmware that's on the ECU in a binary file. We're going to go ahead and save this. And then we're going to go ahead and attach that to the email to Jordan as well. Last step is going to be our mod list. And when you do this, when you order, you're going to want to copy and paste your MS42, 3, 4, 5, whatever version, your VIN and your firmware. You're going to want to give your order number, your mod list, and your requests to Jordan, and then attach that file that you downloaded from reading the tune. You'll send that off to him, wait 3 to 5 business days, and then he's going to get your tune back to you. We'll cover that part when we get the tune back, because that's obviously not going to happen tonight. We got to give it a couple days for him to go and write the tune, send it back to us, and then we'll jump to flashing the tune to the car, and it's really should be pretty straightforward. So I'm going to go ahead and type out my mod list here. I'm going to send it his way, and then I will jump back here on the video when we get the tune back. All right, well, it's a few days later after we filmed reading the ECU and getting the file sent off to Jordan for the tune, and I just got the email from him that the tune is ready to go. So we're gonna go ahead and get that flash to the car, so that way we can be tuned. So let's jump into that. All right, so we're in the car. We have the cable plugged in. We're gonna go ahead and turn this on to the accessory position. All right, so we're in the RKtunes software. We're gonna go to right. We've already identified the ECU. We're gonna go ahead and do a full right. It's gonna pull up your browser. We're going to go to desktop, and then we're going to go to tuned full. This is the file that he sent me by email. And now we're writing. So I will check back in with you guys when this is done. All right, just checking back in. It's been what, 3 minutes since we started, and we're about to finish up with the full write. So that is finalizing. Sync flash successfully. Power off ECU for 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 10. And now we're going to go ahead. We'll do identify. Boom. It identified. We're going to go ahead and clear the codes and adaptations. So let's see, we'll clear, and then all adaptations, and then I believe we're just gonna turn it off, turn it back on again. We're just gonna let this warm up a little bit. Not seeing the O2 check engine light is very, very, very nice. I'm super happy about that too. Now that being said, now that's flashed, I am still working. I'm just on my lunch break, so after work we're going to go ahead and take the car out. We'll get first impression on just how the car feels overall, and then yeah, the car's tuned. So rock and roll. Super happy to be working with RKtunes for this year, and really excited to see how the car feels now with a little bit of BMW ECU wizardry. So see you guys here in a minute. All right, well, finally off of work. So now let's take the car out for a little test spin and see how it feels. Might be a little noisy with wind noise, but let's see how she does. It definitely feels like it has a lot better lower end for sure. I'm gonna get out and actually do a pull on like a safer road though. Yeah, I'd say it feels a lot better, for sure, for sure. Worlds better. I like that a lot. It is so windy today though. Definitely not the best day to be out filming. But man, that feels just worlds better. Holy. All right, well, I would say that the tune is about as easy as it can get. If you're like me and you have like an early model year E46, I have a 2003-23 MS42, I think, and don't quote me on this, but I think MS43 is fairly similar. But if you're looking for a very easy to do flash tune that'll open up your rev limiter and definitely make the car feel more spirited, RKtunes. I mean, there's a reason that he's well known. He knows his shit, right? Car feels really good now. I actually really can't wait to get it out to another event and beat on it again. But yeah, honestly, short video, but if anything, that's just going to show how easy the process is to flash tune your E46 with an RKtunes tune. All you really need is the cable, and to buy the tune from him, you copy yours, send it to him, and he sends you back the tune file. But overall, I mean, just removing the limiter definitely helps. So if you guys are looking at RKtunes and you're unsure of the process, Windows laptop or tablet with a USB port, you got to get the cable, and I would say, honestly, it feels really good in the car. I can't wait to go and try it out. But super excited to be working with RKtunes this year. I think that's going to be it for this video. I mean, not much else really to show. It works really great. I'll have to give it some more reviews next event that we go out to. I don't want to go out and do any spirited driving on public streets right now, especially since everybody's coming home from work. So it's a good way to get myself in trouble. But that being said, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Hopefully this helped you guys make some decisions, or at least give you guys some guidance on how to do what I did. And well, like, comment, and subscribe if you like today's content. And otherwise, y'all stay easy. Peace.
Get down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard, let me see you drop. Get down in the car, one time give it all, bust it open hard, let me see you drop. I fucked up this Russell, baby, we hustle, but the oh my. I fucked up this Russell, baby, we hustle, but the oh my. What is my guys? Know that they fly, know that they ride or die.